G'day Australia, I'm Korum E. This is the Plug and Play Mafia. The product I have here on the pedestal today is not very plug and play and it's not very Mafia, but it is a product that is gaining more and more popularity. Now we've been selling these for years. They're a heavy duty phone and we've been originally started importing them to help out tradies and farmers and people that give their phones a pretty hard time and might often be operating their phones with gloves. Where they've been gaining popularity, interestingly, is amongst general use everywhere. And I'll talk a little bit about why. Let me show you some of the features of this phone. First of all, it's a good old-fashioned flip phone, which some people love. You flip it open, it answers. You talk. You flip it closed, it hangs up. So it's a nice little feature and option, particularly if you're operating and working in heavy-duty gloves. You might be welding or digging or handling something with a clumsy glove. You just cannot operate a smartphone when you're wearing gloves. So the flip phone is a very handy feature to have in those circumstances. Now, you would also have noticed a big, nice, easy to access button, also fantastic in gloves. And we're finding that some seniors find this phone very handy. It's quick and easy to see and operate the buttons. Now, there's some other cool features of this too. Because it has a minimalistic operating system and a large battery, the battery life is much longer than a smartphone would typically be. It's less delicate than a smartphone. It's a little bit lighter weight, so when it falls, it doesn't fall with as much inertia. And it's in a good, solid, old-fashioned plastic, robust housing, so it doesn't crack as easily as the glass will on a lot of modern smartphones. It also has a pretty cool button on the side, an SOS button. You can program this button to dial someone instantly with one press and hold on this button, and it will call the predetermined SOS number. And so if you've had a sight injury or some sort of incident, or even if you're just under duress, you can have this phone in your pocket, reach into your pocket, press and hold the SOS button, and it will dial out to somebody. So a fantastic option if you're injured and unable to easily operate the phone with a hand injury, or if you're under duress and you're feeling threatened, you can press that SOS button and someone can be aware that you need assistance with just one press. Now, the interesting part of where and how these are becoming more and more popular is that these phones have a trimmed down operating system. It's not like your smartphone, Apple or Android or whichever platform you're using, where there's a lot of apps and a lot of interactive pieces of software that you can put on the phone. What more and more people are discovering is they're highly distracted by all sorts of social media streams and other dings and pings and all the stuff that comes to your phone all day long, pulling your attention away from the real world around you. Now, people are getting less tolerant of that sort of thing and not wanting those features in a phone. They just want good, basic phone calls, messages, and good tools like calculator, calendar, things like that. Stuff that's useful, but without all the distractions of social media interactivity, all sorts of apps and games and different stuff that is constantly coming to us. And it's easy to get sucked into that vortex. I heard someone call smartphones a attention vampire, and I absolutely love the term because it's true. They just suck your attention away from the real world. So many people are drawn into that little digital space, and a lot of people are wanting to disconnect and unplug. So they're looking for a basic phone that won't give them the temptation of playing with those sorts of apps. That's where these phones come into their own. They are just a basic operating system like your old Nokia from 15 years ago, where you could just call and text and do some basic tools that help you through your day, but none of the distractions that are taking your attention away from being present. Another reason why this is fantastic is if you want to give your phone to a young person, one of your children, or someone you're helping or taking care of, you can give them a phone that only lets them call you and communicate with you directly. It doesn't give them access to the World Wide Web, which, as we all know, is absolutely bananas lately and completely out of control. And you don't want to give a young person untethered access to that platform because it is just nuts. So you can give them a good emergency phone that's going to help them in any sort of circumstances where they need to contact you, but without access to all of the information that can be pretty toxic and confusing out there. So that's why these are getting more and more popular. Now, when I say more popular, they're actually hauling ass. We used to keep these in stock at the Audiocom stores back when I owned the stores years ago, and we sold, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 a month to a tradie or a farmer in Western Australia. Now, with this new trend towards people stepping away from smartphones, we're selling one of these almost every day. But not just one of these, we've got other models available as well. It's a rare day that 1 or 2 of these phones isn't selling and going out there to the world, which is telling me that a lot of people are wanting to step back and disconnect from the information streams they're bombarded with and just have a good old practical phone that has long battery endurance, easy to use buttons. Something else I didn't mention before too is all of these heavy duty phones, check out the other videos for the other listings, I'll put a link below, have a massively loud speaker, much louder than a typical phone. So if you're operating machinery, a bobcat or a digger or something like that, or a chainsaw even, you'll hear this ring over the sound of loud equipment around you. So you've got a much more audible platform as well, which can also help people that are hard of hearing. So a lot of good features in this thing, less of the information streams that are distracting you from being present, more of the powerful tools you need to have a practical communications device. Link below, check it out. More and more people are using these. We hope it helps you out with your life. We hope you learned something here today. Another great feature of this particular model, the flip phone, comes with the quick charging dock. So you don't have to plug anything in at the end of the day. You just get home, you chuck it in the dock, and you walk away because you're done with your day. So powerful tool, very practical piece of equipment. Purchase link is below. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We like your comments. Ask your comments below. We'll do our best to answer. We want your feedback and we appreciate your engagement. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.